Hello, and welcome to another meeting of the Lotus Council. So what we've got today, we have the Seal Brawl deck that I built from the set booster box. So I chose to go with Jenny Faye, Jamara second, because the set's all about making tokens, specifically treasure tokens. And yeah, this lets you make cat and dog tokens, and that's a great thing. So right off the bat, let's talk about the creatures. So we got Rakish Revelers. These are really great because they allow for really smooth mana fixing. So 2 to exile this and make a land basically into a tri-land. And then you can cast it at a later date. So when you have enough mana later on, it helps you early game and late game because it's really great. Okay, then we got Rucko, Cabaret Caterer. So basically allowing us to tutor for creatures. We got Jetmare's Fixer, which is great because if you're using treasure tokens, you're getting counters instead of just +1/+1. Security Rocks coming in for just red and green if you're spending treasures. Brazen Upstarts. Cabaret Initiative. Professional Facebreaker, making you all those treasure tokens that you need. And the nice thing about Jenny Faye, it's a May ability. So this is a super solid card. We got Topiary Stomper. I just love the idea of this. So it's 3 for a 4/4. It helps your ramp. It's also got Vigilance. And you can't really use it until you have 7 or more lands. But we're in green. We're going to hit that. Oh, that's a thing. Then I included the Galagreeters. This is just a good one because you can create a treasure token when creatures are entering. And also, I don't know if you notice this, but you can get double value. So you make a treasure token. Instead, you have a creature enter. Well, when you're making a treasure token elsewhere, you're able to do a lot of cool things with it. So you can double up on making things. Okay, Flying Trample for Park Heights Pegasus. Yeah, so basically if you've had 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn, which you could potentially do with Galagreeters and Jenny Faye, you're drawing a card when it's dealing damage to a player. High-Rise Sawjack, Social Climber, just another really great one where you're gaining life. Jewel Thief, making more treasure. Then Speak Easy Server, where you're gaining life for each creature you control, each other creature. Sky Crier, Rumor Gatherer, Ballroom Brawlers, then Suspicious Bookcase. So if we're trying to make a lot of treasure tokens, we can use this to make a creature unblockable. Then you got that Stimulus package, Sticky Fingers, which is a really great one. I'm going to try and do a popper deck with this. Then we've got Raffine's Guidance. We've got Patch Up, Big Score, helping you draw cards and make treasures. Antagonize, pumping creatures, and then Revelation of Power, giving a creature +2/+2 till end of turn. And if it's got a counter on it, it's also gaining flying and lifelink. So definitely putting counters on things like the Galagreeter. Then we've got Boon of Safety, putting a shield counter on target creature and scrying. Hold for Ransom. So I think this one is being slept on, because for 2 mana, you can basically lock down a creature so it can't attack or block. And they can pay 7 to get rid of that, but you get to draw a card. And they can only activate that as a sorcery. So you can lock down a big baddie. But then we got Buy Your Silence, exiling, and then they create a treasure token, Strangle, dealing 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Kill Shot, destroy target attacking creature, Cabaret Charm. Love the charms anytime I have options. I want to run those cards. Knockout Blow. If it's targeting a red creature, it's just 1. It's dealing 4 damage to attack it or blocking creature. And you gain 2 life. So if you hit a red creature with that, which, red's in quite a few of the decks, or the families, 3 of the families at least, there's a decent amount of red creatures. Then you got Broken Wings, the old classic, and Glittering Stockpile. So if you watch the Commander deck video, you know I've already talked about this one. People tend to look negatively upon 3 CMC or CMV or whatever they're calling it these days, Mana Rocks. I actually think that this is a great one. So you can tap it for red, yes, but you put a stash counter each time you tap it. Later on, you can sacrifice it to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of stash counters on Glittering Stockpile. If you need a lot of mana late in the game for big spells, this is going to be your thing. So definitely worth looking. Then we got the mana base. So we got Racer's Ring, Botanical Plaza, Cabaret Courtyard, Broker's Hideout, Riveter's Outlook, even though these aren't necessarily those that are going for at least 2 of the colors here. Well, the Cabaret is all 3, but these other 2, the Brokers and Riveters, is getting at least 2. Then we have the Triome, Jetmir's Garden, and then of course we have the full arts. So I think this might be a fun Brawl deck. I may actually make this into a serious Brawl deck, not just a sealed Brawl deck, and refine it a little bit with some of the other cards from some of the other sets. Really lean into that token creation thing and have a little bit of fun. So if you're on the lookout for cards, we recommend you go check out our friends over at Geekified. You can find them at geekifiediowa.com. And if you're interested in hearing when we have our next meeting, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and join us in the Discord, which is a great idea because we do tons of fun things in the Discord. So we hope to see you there. So that's really, sorry about that. That's all we have for today. So we want to thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. So our meeting is now adjourned, and we hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.